Okay. Hi there, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday webinar. We have this webinar every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock, as we know, for the regulars. See everybody, and for the new people, if there's new people on tonight or watching the recording, welcome. All of these trainings are recorded on the Wednesday night, which means that you can go back to them and you can go through them at your own pace and ask questions of the person that's presented the training, or of Lynn, who's everybody on this team's upline. For the eagle-eyed among you, you'll know that this training is actually based on a post that I put on the A-Team Rhino group and my own Team Velocity group yesterday, following Lynn asking me the other day about online sales that I've had recently, and just made me have a wee think about all the different ways there are to retail, especially at Christmas. Okay, so Christmas Day was 7 weeks yesterday. It's now less than 7 weeks to go. It's 48 days till Christmas. And it's up to you really whether you're going to make the most of that time between now and Christmas to have an impact on your business, or whether you're not. It's your business. It's entirely up to you whether you make the most of it or not, of course. But we thoroughly recommend that you take advantage of the extra buying that does go on at this time of year. Obviously, in November, at the end of November, Amazon and other big companies have Black Friday sales and everything like that. The reason they do that is because it works. Okay. So our retail also works between now and Christmas particularly well as well. It's a great time to be building your customer base, and it's a great time to be servicing your existing customers and upselling to them as well. And that's what we're going to talk about a wee bit tonight. Okay. So really, what you do in your business between now and Christmas is going to have a major impact on the family, the family Christmas that you can have with your own family. Or whatever you want the money for. You might have a bill coming in, it might not be for Christmas at all, but really take advantage of the season anyway, and make your own plans for what you're going to do with the money. Okay, now the Rhino team has always recommended that everybody aims to retail at least £1,000 every period. It can be catalogues, online, or a mixture of both. We recommend strongly that you do both if you possibly can. Okay.
Yep, sorry. First one always freezes. Okay.
Now, first of all, to explain the difference between the standard and the platinum accounts for new people who might not know, a standard account is where you've registered your business with a £100 credit limit, and that gives you 25% commission on all of the catalogue products. If you have a platinum account, that means you're self-funding, so you pay for your orders at distributor cost up front, but you earn more money doing that. You earn 35%. So if you're going to do £1,000 worth of retail every month using the catalogue products, you're going to earn £250 minimum as a standard account, or £350 minimum as a platinum account. Your upline will discuss with you if you have a standard account. If you want to earn more money for the same effort, really, we would strongly recommend that you get to a platinum account situation as quickly as you can. Your upline
I'm doing that thing I told you.
Oh, that's the goal on it.
Somebody's not muted.
Yeah, I'll try and mute. I've got it. Sorry about that, Kate.
Okay, it's fine. Okay.
Go back to you, Kate.
That's fine. Okay, so there's lots of ways to retail the products. We discussed this quite fully a few weeks ago, but we'll just go through a few more of them tonight again. Okay. Okay, first of all, make sure all your family and friends know you have a business. All of your family and friends know that it's Christmas, of course, right? But unless you tell them, they might not immediately realise that you have a business. They will be shopping for gifts at this time of year. Show them your range, ask them to shop with you if they're going to shop anyway, and ask them to take catalogues home to show their family and friends and colleagues, and spread the word about your business. Now, everybody at this time of year, they're looking for gift ideas. They have their own budget. They might be able to order from you maybe once a week or once a fortnight, you know, based on their own payment situation, their wages situation and everything like that. We've got absolutely beautiful products. We're very, very proud of them. We've got beautiful stuff. We've got lovely candles. We've got gorgeous jewellery. We've got really good value for money makeup. Really, really, really nice stuff. The non-glamorous products are great sellers as well, so don't ever underestimate them at all. But at this time of year, we've got really, really nice products to show to people. Please be proud of them and show them off to anybody you possibly can show them to. Okay. So once you've shown your family and friends and your local contacts, your catalogues, your warm market, in other words, blanket drop round your neighbourhood and service your customer base every month to prove you're reliable. When you're blanket dropping, people don't know you necessarily. It's always better if you've got the courage to do it, to knock the door. The first few times you do it, it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but after you've been doing it for a while, it's fine. Knock the door, the person comes to the door. Don't ask them if they'd like a catalogue, just say, I'm Kate from Viva MK, I'm just making sure everybody in the neighbourhood's got a catalogue. Can I give this to you and I'll pop round on Wednesday and pick it up from you? That's very, very easy. You're handing it out. As soon as you hand it out, they'll take it from you because that's natural instinct to do that. If you just hold it in your hand out to them, they'll take it from you. Okay, so most people will take a catalogue. Some won't, of course, but that's fine because that gives you another book to hand on to somebody else. So Janet Lyle is particularly good at this. She's been doing this recently with blanket drops as well, and she can talk a little bit about that at the end of the training and just answer any questions on that because she's doing really, really well with her blanket drops. Okay. Doorstep demos. Now, where do we even start with this? This is absolutely an amazing different way of upselling. Now, can I just cover a little bit about upselling? Everybody does it. Every business does it. Don't ever feel, you know, that you're pushing your products onto people that have already maybe ordered a wipeout stain remover and now you're going to show them jewellery or you're going to show them something else. Every single business does it all the time. Now, I was in a supermarket cafe about 2 weeks ago and I was standing at the checkout waiting to pay for my coffee and my scone. Okay, I had a scone as well, right? And anyway, the lady at the till was ringing up my shopping and I noticed that she had a label stuck to the front of her till and it wasn't small, it was this size on the front of her till and there was one word on the label and the word was upsell. Okay, so every business is teaching their staff, you know, would you like a scone with your coffee? Would you like, you know, is that a large Happy Meal? You know, whatever it is, every single business upsells all the time. Just think about that. You know, you're showing people something that they might not otherwise have seen. You're not pushing things onto people at all. You're showing them what else you've got and you're giving them a little bit of information about something else you've got. So, you know, don't ever worry that you're pushing yourself onto people because you're not. You're showing people things that they will be interested in. Okay. So the doorstep demos are absolutely a fabulous upselling tool for us all. Tom and I have been doing this for a long, long time. In our previous business, Tom particularly was very, very good at going out, you know, doing deliveries in November, December in the dark. He would be showing people things like glow in the dark Christmas lights or the glow teddy that we had a couple of years ago. He would just, you know, get the customer to touch it, press its paw, it would start glowing in the dark. They absolutely loved it. That was a £20 item, £19 item, and he sold loads of them doing that. Tracy Hansen and Janet and a number of other people in the business are having fantastic results at the moment with the current products that we've got. Sometimes they're doing it because, you know, I've got my owl earrings on tonight. Janet wears her owl earrings. I know that Steve and Jeff and even the guys are showing off the nail polishes and things like that. You know, it doesn't, just choose a product. Every time you go out and do deliveries, choose a different product. Tracy hitting the idea of having a laminate sheet with all of the jewellery range on it, so she doesn't need to carry the jewellery out with her. She can show it to the customers, let them see maybe one product. They really, really like it. They like the quality, and she's getting extra orders from that. Janet's the same. Janet's getting great results from that as well. And Jackie even suggested putting a gallery of photographs of the online items that aren't in the catalogue onto your phone gallery, showing the customers pictures of the products as well. That's going to be a massive, massive tool for us too. Okay, so show a product or a picture of one. Doesn't need to be the actual product. The ones that you know, they glow in the dark or they move or they make a noise or whatever, they have extra impact. But really, really nice products that we've got just now, like the makeup and the jewellery and stuff. We're getting great results with that. So Jackie and Janet and Tracy and you know, everybody else that's doing this at the end, please feel free to chip in and give us your latest success stories. Can't wait to hear them. Okay, always give your customers a Christmas card as well. Now this has extra impact after Christmas as well. What we've learned to do over the years was not to put the Christmas card in the catalogue, but to put the Christmas card in when we collected the catalogue, so that the customers didn't think they were only getting a Christmas card in order for them to order from us. But what we did always have was customers giving us Christmas cards back. When Callum was a baby, we would get selection boxes for Callum. We would get money for Callum at Christmas time from the customers and everything, because everybody was really, really interested. You are like one of their family towards Christmas. Some people don't get as many Christmas cards now as they used to. So if you give your customers a Christmas card, handwritten is best, but we had so many customers that I actually got a rubber stamp made up with my handwriting on it, and nobody's ever asked me if it was a rubber stamp, although it's the same message every year. So it's got a business card in it as well, and it's got a little label with our details on it, so that if they want anything in between times, they can always phone us. Okay. So online, make sure your Facebook selling group's set up before you add any members at all to it. You have to add one person to call it a group. Make sure you set it up with at least 20 products on it before you add any friends, so that your shop is fully stocked. And then every day, put 5 to 10 new products on your own selling group as well. Okay, give people something new to look at every single day. Make sure you've got interactive posts on there as well, little quizzes, or the ladies in my team are absolutely fantastic at putting on a good morning post every day. They comment on each other's morning posts, their evening posts, etc., etc. They always do that. They put little quizzes on, little funny videos and things like that, and just make your group a fun place to be, that your members will come and check it every day as well. Okay, they'll want to join it, they'll get to know you a little bit, and they'll want to shop with you because they feel they know you a little bit better as well. Okay, so externally to your group, join 5 local selling groups every single day and post 2 or 3 products on each group, so that once you've built up to 30 to 60 local groups, you're putting 2 or 3 products a day on those. It doesn't take a long time to do once you're into the way of doing it, but you're increasing your audience every day. People get to expect that you're going to post on those groups every day, and they'll be looking to see what you're going to post next. Okay, but don't miss the boat with this. On every post, put at the end, mine says for more great special offers for the family Christmas home and garden, please join Kate and Tom's Bargain Online Shop. I've got that as a text replacement on my phone, so I just have to put in 3 letters, and it expands up to the whole of that message. Putting that at the end of every single product post that I put on external groups, and a sponsoring message as well. Something simple like online retailers or catalogue distributors required in your area now, please contact me for details. Okay, your sponsor would help you with the wording of that. But again, that's a little bit of upselling as well. You're showing them a duvet set, but you're also saying, I've got other products, here's my group. And you're also saying, I've also got an opportunity as well. So just have a look at that. The occasional group won't let you do that, but if you're in enough groups, it doesn't matter if the odd admin of a group deletes your post or even removes you from the group. It doesn't matter, because for every group that you're removed from, there's another 100 groups you can join. So don't ever worry about that at all. Okay. Okay, Marketplace. I've written here, oh, how I love thee, and I really, really do. I was banned from Marketplace for 6 months because I overposted in probably January, February, while we still had our previous business. I was banned from it for about 6 months, and then about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was yet again complaining about this to people in my own team. And Mary and Frank said to me, why don't you just ask to get put back on it again? And I had actually clicked the boxes every so often on Facebook to get added back in again, and they never had done it. But they told me that I could actually go and physically write them a message, which I did, and I was put back on Marketplace the next day, and that was a very happy day for Kate, and a very happy day for the rest of my team, because I wasn't making the rear lead anymore with complaining that I wasn't in Marketplace. It's a fantastic tool. If you haven't used it before, it's very, very easy to use. I post 5 products every day on Marketplace, and it gives you the facility to post on another 10 groups at the time. This is when you're on your phone, 1 product in Marketplace, it goes on to 10 groups of your choice. This is in addition to your external group activity, but it only takes a couple of minutes to do. Okay, same message at the end, adding the information about your group and a sponsoring message at the end of the post. And if you post 5 products a day in Marketplace, after 7 days, you'll obviously have 35 items on there, and your audience is increasing all the time, and it's all very, very local, because Marketplace is localized to your location. And you can even change your location as well. If you want to expand it a little bit, you can go into 2 or 3 different areas, Marketplaces as well. Okay. Now, what's even better with this is that Marketplace posts can be renewed every 7 days, at least 4 times. I think 4 or 5 times every 7 days. So when you're posting 5 new products a day, after a week that you've been doing this, you're posting 5 new products a day, and you can renew the 5 from the previous, like today's Wednesday. So this morning I put 5 new posts on, and I renewed last Wednesday's posts. Okay. I've obviously been doing it quite a bit longer than that, so I also renewed the previous Wednesday's posts, etc., etc. So it really, really does compound. It's absolutely a brilliant tool for us. Okay, so within a week you'll be posting 5 a day and renewing 5. After 2 weeks you'll be posting 5 a day and renewing 10. That's the compound effect at work. Your posts are being noticed by a massive audience, and I've noticed particularly over the last couple of weeks that I'm getting lots of people asking to join my group as well. And it's purely as a result of that activity that they're seeing a duvet set or whatever it is I'm posting, or makeup or perfume or jewellery, or not perfume, jewellery, but they know that I've got other stuff and they're going to come and have a look at my group and check me out, basically. That's what they're doing. They're checking me out as well as seeing what else I've got. Okay, so Marketplace is a phenomenal tool for us. Okay, so Lynn's just put a little graphic up here as this is a Marketplace post where you can share the post to other groups, and just how easy it is to do that. Okay, now this particular one that she's got here is a sponsoring post. You can put sponsoring posts in Marketplace as well. Go a little bit easy on that though, because I just over posted with the sponsoring post, and that's why I lost my Marketplace. But when you click to renew your post, you get a little message up here that says it's been moved up in Marketplace to get more views. You can renew the post 4 more times after 7 days. Okay, and it tells you how often. And once you've renewed it at the maximum number of times, if we still have that product, you can just repost that product, and there's no problem with doing that as well. Okay, so in addition to this, while you're visiting your external groups, if you've used the sell facility, which you have to do for Marketplace, when you're going on to your other external groups, the posts that you've put on Marketplace plus your other 10 groups, they come up as suggested posts. So you can post on those groups with 1 click. You can do, I think it's a maximum of 4 posts at a time. So you might have a couple of duvet sets and a makeup set and a toy or something like that. Every time you visit a group, you'll get a chance to post some of the products that you've got in other groups. Never ever miss a chance to do that, because you're increasing your audience all the time, and it's a huge time saver, and you're not having to write a new post. So just do that in as many groups as you like. Okay, another massive tool for us at the moment is online parties, and there's a couple of different ways to do that. Louise Rennick did a fantastic training on last Wednesday's webinar about how to do a non-live party, but there's live ones as well. If you don't have the courage to start with a live party, start with a non-live one, and you'll get into the habit of doing it. You find out how to advertise your party. It's all in Louise's training: how to advertise your party, how to run your party, how to post on it, how to interact with the people that have attended it, and maybe a little prize draw or a special offer or something like that, just to sort of kickstart it. You can add fun facts, you can add anything you like at all. It's your party, and what you've posted on the party stays on the group wherever you've run the event. It stays on there indefinitely as well, so people will visit it afterwards and you'll get orders afterwards as well. Okay. Another thing that's going really, really well in our group is product demos or what's in the box videos. And again, these can be live or non-live as well. Shannon, Todd and Matthew's team, she started doing those the first day she started the business, and she's brilliant at it. She'll just do a wee 2 or 3 minute product demo, just whatever she happens to have there. She's done Wipeout, she's done all kinds of different things. I think she did the PVC cleaner, different things like that. And people can actually see that product working, and they can see that you're using it. And if it's good enough for you to use, it's good enough for them to use as well. And you do get sales every time you do these things. The what's in the box one's really very, very simple. When your delivery comes, have a look in your box, see what you've got there, and just chat a little bit about all the products in your box. And it's very, very easy to do. You can either pre-record that and put it on your group when you're happy, or you can just bite the bullet and do it live. It's not that difficult once you've done it once or twice. Okay, so last week, this time last week, I was really, really busy. Tom and I were going to London on Thursday night last week to see Andrea Bocelli at the O2. And I knew that I wasn't going to have a lot of time to do any posting while I was away. So on the Thursday morning before I went away, I renewed all my Marketplace posts, but I didn't put any new products on after Wednesday. Wednesday was the last time I put new stuff on, but I just renewed everything on the Thursday. And we went away on the Thursday night, came back on the Sunday, and between Friday and Sunday I sold £170 online without posting anything new at all. And all I was doing was, when I went on to, I've got various groups that I manage, so I was visiting them every day to make sure everything was fine in the groups. And every time I did that, I was getting suggested posts coming up from all my renewed posts in Marketplace and everything. And all I did was suggest, you know, add them to the groups. Didn't do anything else, didn't take away from my holiday in any way whatsoever. But because I had all these posts there, you know, with different things I was selling, I was getting questions about them, which I was answering. I was taking orders for them. I was able to send the, you know, take the payment by PayPal on my phone, send the orders direct dispatch on my phone. And I even registered a new person that had responded to the sponsoring message at the bottom of one of the posts, who would never otherwise have seen it if I hadn't done the, you know, the suggested posts. Orders were all prepaid, direct dispatch orders were all sent out, and you know, everybody's got their goods now. They're really, really happy. Okay, so as I say, that only took a few minutes, part of the holiday. But it might not have been a holiday. I might have been at home, but really busy at home. Again, that was just a few minutes spent in my business. I've done these kind of things in the doctor's waiting room, you know, waiting for the dentist, you know, whatever you're doing, you know, just use any little bits of time that you've got. It won't disrupt your lifestyle at all, but just find ways that you can fit your business into your life. It's not about finding ways to fit your life into your business. It is about fitting your business into your life, okay? So if you need any help with any of this, we'll open up the discussion in a wee minute. There's lots and lots of really, really good positive retail stories coming through and sponsoring stories as well. Ask if you need any help. Everybody's got a sponsor here. The sponsor's a little bit more experienced than you are. And there's years and years and years of experience in this team. So if there's anything you need help with, we know that we can teach people to retail £1,000 a month. We know that we can teach people to make great extra money for Christmas. And if you're willing to work for it, you will succeed in the business and have a very happy Christmas. Thank you very much.
Excellent, Kate. I'll just before you go, I'll just promote. You could maybe read it out because it wants to see your face.
Yep. These are the dates for your diary coming up in the next 3 or 4 weeks for the actual live face-to-face meetings. On Saturday the 17th of September, we're at the Mercure Hotel in Livingston for the Scottish team. 24th of November, Lynn's down at Essex for the training down there, venue to be announced. And on the 1st of December, Lynn's back over in Dublin and Ireland. If you've got any prospects in any of these areas that aren't in the business yet, speak to them and get them registered before these trainings coming up, because they're a great chance to meet the team and get some face-to-face hands-on training and ask any questions you like from the trainers as well. So if you can possibly get along to any of these, are definitely not to be missed. Absolutely brilliant trainings and great to meet the team as well.
Excellent. I'm glad I asked you to do that. You described that perfectly. Thanks very much, Kate. Now, if I'm not going to do, that was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I've seen that Facebook post I had asked you to share in the group, and that's when I thought that would make a great training. As I said at the beginning, the sales at the moment are up. We're up on last month, which is fantastic. But we just need to get the help our team really to get to that minimum £1,000. Has anybody got any questions for Kate?
You need to unmute everybody.
No, they can unmute themselves if they've got a question. If you want to ask, just unmute yourself, because, well, let me unmute everybody, but sometimes I'll try that. I will try it, but sometimes what happens is we get just one or two bitty background noise that can be intolerable, and we'll have to mute again. So we'll see how that works out. At the moment, it seems fine. Let me just try and close my... When I open my chat, it doesn't shut down. How do I shut that chat then? For the space. Anybody got any questions? I've got some questions to start the ball rolling. You said you talked about when you were away in London that you did most of them through direct dispatch, where you PayPal order and the customers ordered for you. I feel that would help a lot, because, you know, if people have got their platinum account, you still have to come up with cash flow to get your orders processed, and you have on direct dispatch. Any tips you want to give there, Kate?
Well, I would only do that if the customer wasn't local. Now, I've obviously been doing this a long time. I'm in groups that aren't local, but that is certainly a good point. If you have, if you have a platinum account and you're self-funding, it's a very, very good way. You've always got the funds for your orders as well if you do direct dispatch. I have a PayPal.me link.
I don't want to be seen. Go away.
So all I do is add the link and send that to the customer. The customer pays me. I'm notified instantly, and I can send out the goods immediately to the customer, and it arrives within 2 or 3 days.
Sorry, just getting a bit of background noise. Getting a wee bit to see where that background noise is coming from. Might have identified it. Sorry about that, folks. Did everybody get that? Because that's, I mean, it's another way. I know when I sell online, I do go out with my local area because it depends on your geography, how big it is. Lothian's a big county, but I wouldn't necessarily deliver to the whole of West Lothian, so they have to be direct dispatch. So that's a good tip. I thought that was a brilliant training. I will admit as well. Anybody who came on late. Anybody got any stories to share? There is background noise. I'm trying to identify it.
I will say that somebody ordered 4 duvet sets off me the other day at £96. I didn't charge them delivery because I made about £35 in that order. So
you can offer free delivery yourself.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
So if they're buying 2 or 3 items, sometimes I will do that, or I'll give them cheaper delivery, half price delivery or something. So and and obviously until midnight tonight we're getting a free gift with every duvet set as well. So I've been taking advantage of that as well. So
you can pass these wee free gifts on to your customers if they order enough.
Now I also saw another tip on a different businesses group that not even part of Viva MK. A friend of mine has got a very, very active selling group for another business, and she put a post up on her group the other day offering a prize draw, a free prize draw to anyone who had ever ordered from her if they posted a picture of the product they bought from her in the comments on that post with a little sentence about how they found her service, just to create a feedback post. Okay, so she gave everybody that did it. I had actually bought something from her previously as well, so, and she contacted me and she said, would you put a wee feedback post up with a picture of the thing you bought from me? And I did do that, and then she commented under my picture that I was ticket number 39 or something, and she was running it for a certain length of time, and then, you know, she hadn't even decided what she was going to give as a prize, but it doesn't need to be a lot. It could be a £5 spend or yeah, but the point of that is that people that are buying particularly from external selling groups have never heard of you. So if you can direct them to your group and they join your group and they see that, yeah, there's loads of people in that group, but what's this person's service actually like? If the first thing they see at the top of the group is an announcement post with, you know, you might have 10 or 20 or 50 or 300 satisfied customers, yeah, they're only there for a prize draw.
It's a brilliant idea.
So I did that. I just did that today, and I said I would do it. Said I would do it till a week on Saturday or something, and just give people a chance to. And if it's a wee bit slow getting started, I'll just message a couple of my really good customers and say, would you kick this off for me, and just, you know, I've got customers that.
I think it's a great idea. I think it'll cause interaction.
It doesn't need to cost you much. You can, you know, you can give them a £10 spend that they may or may not spend with you. Anything at all, really.
Or a free pallet that you're getting free.
Yeah, just something interactive. Something interactive.
Right idea.
Yeah.
What I noticed on that particular post as well, Kate, is the fact that some people were putting up photographs of a bag they had got, and underneath it they had said that I won in one of your raffles. Yeah. So that in itself showed the people who were looking. Somebody did actually win something. So she did that very, very well. I thought she did it really well.
Yep.
Right. Excellent. I think that is a brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. Did you have a good holiday, Tracy?
Ah, you spotted me. Hello.
Good to see your wee pretty face back. I know she's been away in Denmark.
I'm currently in Germany.
And Germany, was it any warmer there?
It wasn't bad actually. We've had pretty good weather.
Oh well. Actually, we've been up in the 13 degrees in Scotland. Can I say it's cold up here? It's actually surprisingly warm. Has anybody got any stories that they want to share with us? Like an online success story, a catalogue story, a demonstration story, an in-the-box story, a party story? Any stories before we go? Jeff, Jeff.
It's a sponsoring story, if that's okay.
I'm not going to forget the sponsoring stories.
We had someone who came into our sponsoring group today, then joined up and said, I've joined, and sent his stuff off. So we put him into the groups. He's already got his shop set up and populated. So he's putting up products in his shop already.
That is fantastic. So 2 things, well done on sponsoring for your group, and well done on teaching them. Well done, Jenny. And well done in teaching him how to get his online shop up and running straight away.
Yeah.
It can be done. And the focus has to be on us making that happen as well as your new person. So well done, Jeff and Jenny. That's a great story. Because as we say over and over again, it's not just about sponsoring. It's about getting people proactive, getting their shop up and running, getting sales most importantly, and also getting out there with all the avenues that we have for them. We have been focusing a lot on retail. It's a high rating profit. So our new people can earn a lot of money, but the more that we have people doing that, then the more money ultimately you're going to earn as a team builder.
Yeah.
Any other stories? I know that there's loads of the selling online is picking up great, getting lots of stories there. The sales, as I said previously at the beginning of the meeting, are well ahead of this time last month. Yeah. So things are going in the right direction. Just before, one wee thing, is that, are you testing to see if it's windy? She's just on a boat. Is it windy?
No, I'm just going to say I delivered my highest ever internet sale today. 2 duvet covers, a double and a single. And I was going to say, yeah, I went up to just outside Bedford this morning and delivered that. And I killed 2 birds with 1 stone, because that's where I get my snappy bags from and my carrier. So I thought, well, I'll go and deliver it.
Excellent, well done. Janet's just new to the online side, relatively new to the online side, and putting a higher goal into the period. Is this the jewellery on a laminate?
This is jewellery on laminate. This is thanks to Jeff and Jenny. They did it for us.
Thank you, Jeff and Jenny, because Jeff would like to share it with the group. Can we share it with the group?
Tracy's
shared hers. Tracy's already shared hers.
Tracy put hers in the comments.
I didn't go up there. I must have missed that, because I thought Tracy had to manage because she was in Denmark.
Yeah,
well, that's great.
She's a star. She did it for us.
That's great. That's great. Right, just before we go, the meetings that are coming up. We have got the Scottish one, that's the first one, on Saturday the 17th of November. Date and times and venue for that one are all arranged. That is at 10:30 start, finishes at 1 p.m. and it's in the Mercura Hotel in Livingston. Now the ticket price for all the meetings is unfortunately £5 per person, £8 for a couple, only to cover costs. I'm excited to say I'm also going to be going down to Essex, venue to be arranged. We will get back to you as soon as possible. That is Saturday, the 24th of November. Excited to see as many of you there as possible. And then over to Bonnie Dublin on the 1st of December. I'm going to start, yay! But you can't wait. I've seen Mary Mullins. Can you see Mary and Eula's on tonight? Paula thinks for Ireland as well. Really excited. It looks like that's going to be a really busy up meetings. So I can't wait for these meetings. Please promote. If you learn how to promote, you learn how to be rich. It does make a difference getting people together. We'll be doing quite a lot of sizzling when I'm in Essex and in Ireland. So really looking forward to that. So let's get behind me and let's get the numbers at these meetings, because we need the numbers to keep these meetings going, because we need the energy and the synergy. Does anybody want to ask or share anything before we go? No? Yeah.
Yeah. We had delivered our highest Viva MK order. We had one very good customer who ordered 254 piece makeup sets, an 80-piece makeup set, and a candle. £147.
Wow! People spending for Christmas, it would seem. Makeup sets, very good Christmas presents. Well done. Thanks for sharing that. Anybody else before I go?
I had somebody commented yesterday on my tartan duvet set post, which are, if you can't remember the prices of them, the single one's £20, the doubles 25, and the king size is 28. And the lady commented under my post and said, "I'm so sorry you didn't post this yesterday because I just spent £40 on one of these."
Wow.
So there are people that spend a lot of money on good quality bedding. So don't ever think that our prices are not competitive, because by and large most of them are. And there's people in every marketplace. This gets said all the time, but there's people that shop in Waitrose and people that shop in Lidl and Aldi, and there is room for everybody. There's room for every single person's products. And don't ever think, I can't post this because, you know, I don't think it's competitive. If there's a particular product you don't want to post because you don't think it's competitive, don't post that product. We've got hundreds of other ones. Focus on the ones you know you can sell. And I'm having absolutely no difficulty whatsoever with the more expensive duvet sets and stuff like that at all. Because people,
maybe you could tag me in that. Yeah, got a story. Yeah.
I'll screenshot it. I'll send it to you. It was on a marketplace post.
No, sorry, that wasn't that. Sorry, Kate, I got muddled up there. What I meant was asking to be tagged in the jewellery ones, so that I've got a copy of that so I can highlight it.
All right, the post that this training was based on, Tracy commented on it, and I asked her if she was able to share her screenshot or a picture of the laminate, and she put it in the comments. It's in the comments on that post.
It's there in a separate post. It's hard to find in the comments.
Yeah.
Now, just finally, Tracy, otherwise people will be saying I'm not going on that webinar because I can't get off it. Tracy? Yeah.
Yes. No, there's just a couple of things I want to say. Obviously, we've been away extended time, which is not often for us. But firstly, I sold a lot of the jewellery, and I've got that all sitting at home waiting for me to deliver when I get home.
Brilliant.
Secondly, I've got online orders that I've got that I set up while I've been away, that I'm delivering while I'm there. And also, we came by car. My car was loaded with stock, and I've sold £100 worth of stuff that I had as well to family. So it's, although we are away, I have actually done stuff.
Yep. Yeah, well, I like that even better. Well, the cat's away, the mice do not play, they play. The cat has to get her work done. Excellent, I love that, everybody working. But this is what, I will finish by saying, this is why we got excited in the first place about the online. It's building the business in the nooks and the crannies, and it doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing, whether it's Denmark, the doctor's office, or South Africa like Ursula when she was over there. It doesn't matter where you are, you can run your online side of the business. It's really exciting. Well done, everybody. Thanks very much, Kate, for that training. It was brilliant. And see you all next Wednesday. And let me know who's coming along to the trainings. See you all next Wednesday.
Yep. Bye, everybody. Good night.
See everybody later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.